Hi, this is Guest17 and welcome back. Today we have got you a 44-1 with the M16 with a red dot sight on jungle. Today I am playing with Collie again. I think it was actually in the same game session as the last TDM I uploaded, which was the 43 and 2. I think it was one of my sort of quite high weekly attempts of TDM, which is quite rare for me. I never did that well at TDM. But yeah, M16, it was a good gun. It was just a bit outshadowed by the G11. But the M16 was and will always be my favourite weapon in Modern Warfare 2. I used to love the M16. Blue Tiger camo, M16 with the holographic was literally my favourite weapon in that game. I loved it. Everyone always sort of harped on about the FAMAS. I was never that big a fan of it, and that was my go-to gun. I never played COD 4, but I'm sure if I did, I'm sure the M16 would have been there as well. I've always liked 3-burst weapons. They kind of remind me of a long-range shotgun in some respects. But anyway. Other thing I want to say, this morning I went to the doctor's. I'm still feeling a little bit woozy about that. The other day when I was at the hospital, I was meant to have some blood tests taken, but the queue was absolutely huge, and I didn't want to sit in the hospital for like another 2 hours waiting for my blood to be taken. So I decided to wait my turn and have it done at the GPs the week later. The issue with this was the fact that the GPs didn't really know what all the blood tests that were taken in the hospital. The hospital obviously have a much sort of broader spectrum of things that they take, obviously with a bit more knowledge than general small GP nurses. But so the nurses were a bit unsure what they had to take, so they just took like twice the amount they needed to, just to be on the safe side, or not to be on the safe side necessarily, to be on the point of the fact they didn't have to take more next week, or make me come in a few more days. Actually, come in next week and have more blood tests taken. So I had 5 vials of the blood taken, which, although they're not very big vials, taken out of one vein, it makes your arm ache. I've never given blood, but I'm sure I know you give a pint of blood, which I'm sure aches a lot more. But yeah, it kind of aches a bit when they take that much blood out of you. Anyway, moving on to today's topic, which is kind of like a talk about BlackOps 2, what I'm kind of hoping that they're going to do in some respects. I've heard news that they are intending bringing back Specialist in some forms. The form that they're intending bringing it back in is the fact that you only unlock 4 kills at once, the maximum of 4 perks, so you don't unlock everything like you do in this game. Modern Warfare 3, sorry, which kind of makes you very sort of like the super soldier. And I think this is a good idea in the fact that it kind of limits it a bit, but what the issue might be is the fact that they're going to have to bring something back in like the MOB or the nuke to make it kind of worth it being there. Otherwise it doesn't seem to be worthwhile putting it into the game, if you understand where I'm coming from. So yeah, I don't know what they're going to do. It'd be interesting to see what do you guys think they're going to replace the MOAB with. Do you reckon they'll bring back an MOAB? Are they going to put in like a massive napalm strike that just wipes across the map and kills everyone, or a ICBM? Or I'm not sure. I'd be interested to know what you guys think of that. And the other thing I wanted to know was what your opinion on Specialist was. And it's got its pros and its cons, but I always kind of feel that Specialist is there as more of a sort of a kill horse setup. It's not. When you get all the perks, it's not really benefiting the rest of your team. The only perk that benefits the rest of your team is Recon Pro. If you're running around throwing flashbangs, it will obviously mark everyone out, which is a huge benefit to everyone on your team. So I'm wondering what you guys think. Do you reckon that Specialist should come back? Shouldn't it come back? I think it was a good alternative to kill streaks, but I only really ran it because the kill streaks were so useless in Modern Warfare 3. If the kill streaks are good, I don't think I'd run it as much, unless there is something like the MOAB to incentivize you to run it. And I'd be interested to know what you guys think. Do you reckon it's just a kill whoring setup, or do you reckon it actually is a beneficial one for you playing the objective? I kind of think it always draws your attention away from the objective, because if you're on a MOAB streak, you're not going to be thinking, I need to cap that flag. And it's kind of a good and a bad thing, but I kind of feel it's a bit more kill whorish. So do you reckon they should bring in or invent some new perks which are more sort of an objective based perk? So bring in something like that allows you to capture flags faster, or allows you when you're capping a flag to not make the flag flash so someone knows you're capping it. I don't know, and you could sort of pair that with flak jackets, so you're immune to explosives, and tac masks, so you're immune to flashbangs to help you capture these flags faster. I'd really be interested to know what you guys think and what your opinions of Specialist are. I think it would be really interesting to find out. But anyway, guys, this game has come to a close. I can't remember the rank I actually managed to get to in the leaderboards this week, but anyway, a comment about what you think of Specialist would be much appreciated, and a like rating would be very welcome as well. Thank you for that. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye for now.